Oh, there you are. Late as fuck.
Sorry, man. I was doing another podcast.
Yeah.
Doing that rice and stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh!
it's to balance all that hurt now.
Can y'all hear that? You don't hear that.
I heard it a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're live, I think. Yeah.
It was racing. That NASCAR nat.
You talking NASCAR, buddy? Woo!
Yeehaw! Let's go.
Let's go. Hey,
Boogie,
by the way,
boogie.
Ryan, this is Tree. Tree,
What's up, man?
Ryan.
Tree, what's up, dude?
Not bad, man. How are you?
I'm good. Just got off a 10-hour shift, and I'm
Nice.
feeling it.
It sounds like you're rubbing out a badge. All right, well, here we go. We're back to the dumpster fire here with me, as always, Tree. And tonight we have a special guest to join us. Old school head, someone I've known for, gosh, it's been 5 years now. Big Rye Entertainment is with us to sit in and shitpost along with the dumpster fire, talk a little football, talk a little sports, talk a little everything. Yes, I know, I'm bald and ugly. That's right. I'm very ugly.
Hey, man, give yourself a little bit of credit, all right? Come on.
Yeah. All right.
I wish I could grow a beard like you got, all right?
Well, it is kind of a majestic beard, but
It's extremely majestic.
yeah, but it's old and gray. My name is Father Time, and I've gotten
Hey,
way
but Father
older.
Time, Father Time gets all the bitches though, so you're good.
He does. He gets everyone. Everyone succumbs to Father Time. So,
Damn
Tree,
right.
what's going on, man? How are you doing?
Not
I'm
too
doing-
bad, dude.
Good, man. Good.
Trying to finish up Days of Our Steelers. You know, that stuff.
Yeah. Sorry, I was talking to
Right.
Tree.
I
Oh,
was
what?
gonna say, oh,
No. Yeah.
Sorry, man. It's cool.
It's all right, man. You guys kind of remind me of each other a little bit, except for Ryan doesn't have a radio quality booming voice. Not that you don't have a good voice, Ryan, but you don't sound like Tree. Like, oh shit.
Dude, there are people that hate my fucking voice.
Yeah. All right.
Like, they hate it.
I don't know if
So
you
it's
stream.
like, it's I don't know. I think it's annoying.
Yes.
Kind of watching the Red Sox Astros game. I think it might be fan interference or something, or a home run. Tension. It's going crazy.
Yeah.
And it's
So
Joe West, too, so
it's not Angel Hernandez fucking shit up.
Huh?
It's not Angel Hernandez fucking shit up and being generally horrible. It's Joe West.
Yeah. Well, that's Angel Hernandez.
Yes, Anya. I think it sounds like asshole. Año.
Yeah. I
Hernandez.
feel like Mookie ran into the fan, though.
I don't know. All right, let's read some Snapchats or super chats as they're called real quick before we get going here. James Amadei, Tree and FP. Did you see the Rutgers quarterback stats? No, but we're gonna look them
We
up
did
right
not.
now.
Let's take a look. Was it this last week?
Rutgers QB stats. Sirkowski. This better be good. Like,
Oh, they called him out.
yeah, don't disappoint us now.
yeah. I mean, he better be
Jeez.
69 of 69 with 69 touchdowns.
And 420 passing yards.
Yes, 420 passing yards and just chiefed out. What am I
That's
looking
right.
for, James? Is there anything specific? Because I'm looking at his stats. Arthur Sikowski. Sounds like a good Polish boy right there. 49% completion percentage, 3 TDs, 15 INTs. Oh, okay. There we go.
Oh, God. Wow.
Those are horrific. Holy shit.
What are you talking about? That sounds like an MVP season right there.
At Prairie
Like
View.
most valuable primate season
Yes.
right there.
Most valuable penis. He just gets bitches because, like,
He's got a big dick. Yeah. no big
yeah. I don't think you can even get laid with stats like that. You could be like, yeah, I'm the quarterback at Rutgers. And then she looks up your stats and she's like 3 TDs and 15 INTs. She's like,
It's like
no.
you better have a 12-inch dick or else I'm not even getting close to you.
That's always been my pickup line. I've got 3 TDs and 15 interceptions.
That's right.
All right.
How's that working out for you?
It doesn't work. One time I tried to lie and say I was a kicker one night because I was with these big dudes that were football players, and they were like, yeah, we play for the Ravens.
All right.
But they were really college football players, but they lied. And then I lied. I said I was the punter. And they said, you're not allowed to say that you're the punter. You have to say like you're a safety or something, because you will not get any bitches if you say you're the punter, just even if it's true. And so I said I was a free safety that night. All right, the squid, Gritty versus EDP in a fight to the death. Who wins? That's great that you brought that
Gritty
up.
versus EDP. I feel like Gritty would win.
I think
It's just like, I feel like he's like the kind of dude who would just like flat out cannibalize you.
Yeah, Gritty looks like he'd grab a nut, like just because, like he would reach down. We got to look up Gritty here. I think he looks more horrific than this quarterback's stats right here.
Yeah, I thought this was who I thought it was. All right, Gritty. Yeah, this hockey mascot. All right, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think.
Physical embodiment of Philadelphia.
But my thing is,
Dude.
I think EDP would take Gritty down and rub his ass all over his face and just put all that big man stink ass all over him, and it would be.
He looks like a disgraced McDonald's character. God, that's crazy.
He's definitely psychopathic.
Yeah.
Dude, today I was doing research for a video. I started reading about Jeffrey Dahmer because I made
That's a good read.
I made a Jeffrey Dahmer joke, but then I was like, oh shit, I forgot about him. Let me read about this. He was fucked up. He looked like this. He looked like this Gritty character. But anyways, Dodger of Zion, Machado's dirty leg hit really made me cringe. I have not seen that, but I know that the Dodgers won today. Anime Holic Tops, Tree, you doing an NBA haters guide? That's a good question. I would like to know that as well.
I've been thinking about it, but it's very low priority for me right now.
Can't you just
Like the more I think about it, the more it's just gonna be you're fucked for like 2 minutes.
You should, as a joke, re-upload the 2017 guide, and then.
Well, I gotta change a few things though.
Yeah, but just edit that LeBron's on the Lakers and just take the footage of you saying you're fucked over and over again, and then make it so.
Maybe.
I don't know, man. It's the NBA. Like, people are trying to say that it's gonna be real tough for the Warriors to win another
Like,
championship.
dude, I'm less enthused about this year than I was last year.
Same.
That's saying something. Like, I just like, I'm not even like angry. Like, oh, the NBA sucks. Now it's just like I don't fucking care. It's like whatever. Oh my god, the NBA. Like, just somebody beat the Warriors. That's all I have.
Yeah, it's really boring when one team is just dominating all the time.
Well,
Where's
it's
the parity?
good for ratings, but
Where's
at the same
the parity?
time, it's like.
Yeah. Whose dog is barking in the background?
Oh, probably a neighbor's of mine.
Yeah. Are they feasting on a dead body back there? I want to know.
Probably.
Dahmer. That's
I live
right.
in like the country, so it's
No,
possible.
what I've been seeing on the radio and on what I've been listening to on talk radio is, people have been trying to hype that this is going to be a tough year for the Warriors. I'm like, dude, even if Kevin Durant leaves, the Warriors are going to be a championship contender for the next 5 years. So
I agree. I'll believe it when I see it.
right. Klay Thompson and Steph Curry are two of the best players in the NBA, period. And you put them on the same team, like the Bulls had a 6-year period of dominance, 8 years of dominance with Pippen and Jordan. I could easily see that with those two.
Yeah.
They're unbelievable talents.
Hey, don't forget about Rodman.
Oh yeah, Rodman. He would always take his shirt off after the game, and show off his ripped physique.
Right.
Then I would get like an odd boner, and I'd be like, why am I attracted to this black man?
It's so interesting what my body is doing right now.
Right, he's got green hair and a purple horseshoe in his hair, and I'm strangely enamored by his physique. And then
I'm strangely aroused.
right, and then I'd have to run away and just be like, oh wait, I'm not gay. I just, I need to go work out and look like that, which never
That's right.
happened.
You get ripped.
I got to go pump some iron. All right.
That's right.
Yeah, Durant is going to the Knicks, by the way. Kevin Sika for $5. Before we don't even have an agenda here. Fuck all teams. I like that. I like the spelling of fuck there too. Go Dolphins. Best team Lions. Our trash team Fins up. So the Dolphins won with Brock Lobster as their quarterback.
I can't believe that. That was freaking insane.
Tree, do you have any thoughts on that, or are you working on your haters guide? Or
Nah, I'm just retweeting people because I did mention thing about Boston, and Boston fans are pissed. It's just like, oh, the fan interfered with him. No, it's called the dude. Like Mookie Betts ran into him with momentum. The fans kind of had their hands out there, but like he ran into the fan, and the momentum with like the fan shut the bag. It was inadvertent. It wasn't. I don't think it was deliberate. But
from the fan or Mookie?
From Mookie. Mookie had his bag shut. Like it'll probably be online, and it'll be all over the news tomorrow.
Oh, like when what's his name, Nolan Arenado got hugged on the base path. It's gonna be like that.
Or Manny Machado being a dirty fuck.
Yeah, Manny is kind of a dirty fuck, but it's his first playoff.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, the Brock Osweiler cracked me up because he had a really good day. He threw for 350, I think, yards, 3 TDs, but 2 picks. And that was his best career day ever. Like there's never Brock Osweiler. That is the ceiling for Brock Osweiler was Sunday. And
that is the fucking moon for Brock Osweiler.
Right.
Brock Osweiler. And then he's he's probably throw 2 big games, and then Houston's gonna give him a huge contract again.
Do you think he's gonna
we made a mistake, please come back.
It's like, we'll re-honor the contract, we'll pay a couple mil more, and that'll just suck again and just be unable to throw football.
So
or just see the Broncos trade Case Keenum for him. Like whatever.
Yeah.
Let's call it a wash.
Yeah. Case Keenum's been mediocre as hell for them.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah.
Kirk Cousins.
He hasn't been terrible. It's just been it's there.
Yeah. Cousins has been worth every penny for the Vikings, and Keenum has been worth none of the pennies.
Well, they proved right because they had 3 solid quarterbacks. One of them's been benched, one of them's been mediocre, and one of them isn't playing because he's behind the 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And their last quarterback they drafted is what? He's working at a Safeway or something, right? Paxton Lynch?
Oh, Paxton Lynch? Oh, you mean the most hated man in Colorado circa August 2018?
Jeez. What if they had held on to him and he was more effective than Case Keenum?
He's probably a first-round pick. That was the problem. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they would have cut his ass years ago.
Oh, yeah, he was bad. There's so many busts in the league. So many busts.
Yeah, because, they always have the guys, and, for whatever reason, they can't throw a football. Like Christian Hackenberg, he might have been the worst draft pick in a long time.
Oh, yeah.
That dude was so bad he couldn't play on the Jets.
Yeah, you're pretty bad when that happened.
Geno Smith was
you'd probably play Peter Meme ahead of Christian Hacken.
Oh, my God.
Bad as Peter Meme has been.
Ooh. Yeah, it's close.
Yeah, and that's sad because I watched him at Pitt. That dude was a baller at Pitt. Seeing this, it's this is not the guy who played for Pitt.
Well,
some people just don't
what the
translate,
fuck
man.
happened?
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
Probably got herpes or some shit. Who knows?
Well, he got herpes on his arm.
He got infected by Narduzzi. I can buy it.
Yep.
His throws are AIDS, I'll tell you that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Nathan Peterman just throwing.
His entire body has been infected to the point where his arm strength is so shit. And he's just throwing it to the other team. It's every single time, man.
It's bad. It's bad. All right, a couple of these. Don't feed Phil. Gritty versus Stevie Steeler. I like Steely McBeam.
Oh, I gotta look up Stevie Steeler.
Yeah, that sounds like a porno name right there. Stevie Steeler.
No shit.
Stevie Steeler.
Do I need to put on incognito mode for this?
I think that sounds like Steely McBeam. I think that would be the one.
Oh, wow. Look at this child molesting mascot. Yeah, this is before Steely McBeam right here. Kind of looks like how I pictured Urinating Tree before I actually saw him.
Stevie Steeler.
Right there.
What, the robot?
Yeah. Steve. No. That's different. That's something else. This Stevie Steeler. No, this is Steely McBeam. I don't know.
Steely McBeam is the one that looks like he's about to, go to a gay nightclub after a 9 to 5 model shoot.
Yes. And
That's
he has that
Steely
beam.
McBeam.
He has that beam behind his head, and he just carries it around.
My God.
Like
what a life to live right there.
Yeah, it's like that scene from The Simpsons when they go to the steel company. It's like, we work hard, we play hard. It's like that scene. That's Steely McBeam.
Yeah, we work hard, we play hard. We throw down.
And then there's CNC Music Factory that plays in the background.
Yep. In the Navy. Kind of goes on. What did the Penguins have a mascot?
Iceberg.
Oh, I thought it was Chris Letang. Oh.
No. He actually hasn't been dog shit this year. He's probably been their best defenseman.
Yeah.
Although that's saying something because the D's been shit because they signed Jack Johnson to a 5-year contract.
Why would you do that?
Fuck. Because people are stupid.
Oh, I like this one from Anime Holic Tops. Tree, did you hear that the 49ers signed Tom Savage?
And Tom Savage, yep. I did.
That's Savage, a great business decision.
Yeah. Tom Savage sounds like he should be the front man for an indie rock band. Like, you know, like I'd believe it if he told me. He sounds
like he should be like, you know, for like a parody 80s hair metal band, like the Where Are They Now?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He seems like he should be the drummer for that band.
That's right.
He's the long lost Savage brother, man. There was Fred Savage.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
There was Ben Savage. And now there's
and then they have a band with Tom Savage, Brian Anger, probably some guy named Rage.
Well, do you think he would get a behind the music because he like accidentally overdosed? Like in 1985, Tom Savage was riding high. He had a #1 album, all the heroin he could possibly inject in himself.
And then during a live concert, he threw a pick 6 to Darryl Green. Right. He was never the same.
Tom Savage, R.I.P. Behind the music coming up right after this. All right. I want to talk. Let's go look at the NFL standings because I think what's interesting about the NFL this year, is it really the Chiefs? Because everyone last week was saying it's the Chiefs and the Rams that are your two #1 teams. I don't know if the Chiefs are in the top 2 anymore, to be honest with you. What do you guys think?
I mean, definitely the Rams, obviously. But, yeah, I'd still say so bad. I mean, goodness gracious.
Who?
I mean, it's...
Sorry, you cut out for a second. Who's so bad?
Oh, the Chiefs' defense.
Yeah.
It's just so bad. Like, I mean, it's just it's just so like you can honestly go either way. Like there is to stop a cold. It's really bad.
Tree, do you think the Chiefs are in the top 2 teams in the NFL?
No, I wouldn't say that. I would say I would probably put
Tree is the other guy's name.
Tree, yeah.
The Chiefs are very cautious optimism for me, because the issue with me is they were a high flying offense. They looked like the best team in football last year, 5 weeks in, and then they just fell off a cliff. So it's kind of like a cautious optimism thing. I want them to be able to maintain it, and then I'll be able to say, okay, now this is a team, and that's what I'm really looking from them.
Yeah, I think outside of the Rams, there's really no other complete team in this league. To echo what Big Rye said, the Chiefs' defense is pathetic, and they couldn't stop.
Yeah, their secondary is awful.
Yeah, secondary is awful. But everyone was like, wow, the Patriots really shredded that defense. I'm like, what about the Patriots' defense? They have a shitty defense, too, so they're not complete either.
Well, nobody really has a good defense. The Steelers' D sucked, last 2 weeks they've been okay, but they've sucked. Chiefs D sucks.
Even the Rams defense isn't extremely great.
Rams D's dealing with injuries though, so they at least have an excuse.
I would say
they're down to leave. They've had, I think, DeMarcus Joyner, I want to say, has been out. They've also have Marcus Peters hampered too. But the only real good D's you could say right now are probably the Ravens. Who else? The Bears, but they got torn apart by Osweiler.
Yeah, I don't get that at all.
I know.
I I think the Ravens,
Eagles?
I think the Titans made the Ravens defense look really good. But anytime you sack an NFL team, if you get through an NFL line 11 times like that, that's something to be concerned about, especially if Joe Flacco could start actually playing, or if they just finally sit him for Lamar Jackson.
Put in Lamar Jackson. Put him in.
But they could be one of those teams that
That's
sneaks
right.
up with if you have a pass rush in this league, you're going to be successful no matter what, and they've got it. So, I think the Eagles defense,
like they put on a clinic against the Steelers.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, they're
I think
good.
another
They put
good
on a
team.
clinic against the Titans.
So,
Yeah. No.
so looking at these standings right here, you got the Saints. I'm sorry, are at 4-1, and nobody's giving them any respect at all.
Dude, as I said, they were my Super Bowl pick this year.
Yeah, and they fucking look good, and you don't look stupid. So
Because, like, as I said, they look complete on paper. Like, I mean, Drew Brees, like, their offense is fucking loaded. They got their shit together on D. This is their chance.
yeah.
And then, like, I mean, people gave me shit for Atlanta, but their issue's been injury. Like, I thought it would just be underachieving.
And who's playing on their defense right now?
For Atlanta or for – dude, Atlanta is devastated, not decimated, which means, by the way, reduced by 1/10. It's used very improperly, the word decimated. But their defense is devastated. They're missing everybody in
They're
Atlanta.
obliterated. Like, I mean, they lost Devontae Freeman. They might be out for the year, too. Fortunately, they have backup options there, but that's another blow.
That's a beast right there.
Like, I thought when I heard Calvin Ridley I was like, oh shit.
He was gonna be rookie of the year, man. It could still be. I don't know.
Ridley looks legit though.
Yeah.
DJ Moore, not so much. But Calvin Ridley, dude's a stud.
All right, the one thing that amazes me about the Saints is Drew Brees, his age, he is still just whipping footballs down the field. And he does not look like Eli Manning, which is the opposite of Drew Brees.
Yeah. I mean, Brady's 41. He's still slinging.
Yeah. And
although that's kind of a given.
It looks like
Eli just looks shot. Big Ben, I don't know what the fuck to think with him. Because, like, there are times he just looks done, and then he'll just have this moment where just, like, he'll maneuver around the pocket and then be like, oh, look, there's a guy 20 yards wide open. I'd be like, he'll catch it. So I don't know what the hell to think of it.
Well, I just saw a huge super chat come through here from
Mr. Mephisto.
Mr. Mephisto in your anus right there. But let me read these other ones. Beast of Metal 1989. Hair metal sucks. Death metal forever. That was $2. I kind of like death metal. I like how the guy
thrash metal, man. Death metal ain't too bad.
I used to have a roommate, and he was the lead singer of this band. Well, his friend was the lead singer of this band called Hate 04. And it was one of those bands where they get real close on the mic and they're like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. And then when I met the guy, I was like, hey, Will, you're the lead singer of Hate 04. He's like, hey, what's up? How's it going, man? I was like, okay. What's up, Will? He's like, yeah, I'm cool, dude. Like, nicest guy ever. But I guess he really could get close on the mic and spit death into the microphone. All right. Don't feed Phil. This could go a while here. Who is on your Mount Rushmore of sports mascots? I want to think about that for a little bit. But I think the Fanatic is, in the George Washington position for sure. Fanatic.
There you got to get the Fanatic. I mean, Youppi. Probably
you think Youppi deserves a slot?
Maybe.
San Diego
Youppi's a
Chicken.
fucking icon, dude.
Yeah. San Diego Chicken's there. He basically invented mascotism, right? You would say the San Diego Chicken. What's going on with my green screen? Holy shit. Who else? Wow. I don't think Gritty makes it on there though. He's too creepy.
Yeah, I gotta agree on that one.
You gonna put Youppi on there? Who else?
Astros on the board.
Oh, they just scored. I can't name anybody besides maybe
do damage.
Maybe
Red
the actual
Sox.
president mascots from the president race go on there. That's a lazy way.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, the Washington Nationals running presidents. All right. Mr. Mephisto, thoughts for $20. MLB Dodgers massacred the Brew Crew and is one win away from the World Series again. Wow. NFL.
Dang.
Tennessee should stay in London after I wasted money and time, yet they are first in the AFC South. I still don't get that. I don't get how Houston is also is in 3-3 when they started 0-3.
This entire league right now is topsy-turvy.
Oh, it's in the NFL. I feel like the narratives are starting to reform now.
Yeah.
It's weird. The Bungles bungled. Steelers getting bailed out by high-end talent. The Packers getting bailed out by high-end talent.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah. And somehow the Colts are 1-5, you know, and Andrew
well,
Luck
the Colts
is
have had several heartbreaking losses, and they have nothing else besides Andrew Luck. Like, I thought they'd do better than this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the ultimate damning thing, they signed Mike Mitchell.
Yeah,
They're fucked.
Yeah, that's bad.
Mike Mitchell, you're fucked.
They couldn't sign Vontae Davis, recently retired Vontae Davis. He's a defensive guy.
That was the Buffalo thing. But, Buffalo's just like, ugh.
Yeah, the Rangers and Washington are tied 3-3. I'm missing that for this. And it's actually on.
Yeah,
but...
The Metro has been really interesting.
Dude,
I might not even make the playoffs. They haven't looked good.
Who? The Rangers? Who are you saying not going to make the playoffs?
They just look off.
I was watching the Rangers Caps earlier. The Capitals power play is absurd. It's truly one of the most well-oiled, efficient units. Well,
Capitals?
Yeah.
They look all right.
Well, the power play
Boston,
specifically.
but like Pittsburgh only won because they like lit up like a Holtby on like 2 consecutive days' work.
Yeah. Beast of Metal 1989. Decimation was a punishment in the days of Rome, where one guy out of 10 was slaughtered by the other 9 to prove a point about teamwork. Wow. That's talk about your fuck ups right there.
I feel like that's what the Falcons are doing every other practice.
Yeah, it's
that's how they're getting so many injured players. Like, straight up, they're just like slaughtering each one.
That's right. Maybe everyone's using decimation correctly, and I'm the one that's incorrect. Like, yeah, it's not a reduction in force by 1/10. It's 9 other dudes fucking stoning someone to death.
Yep, exactly.
To prove a point about teamwork, by the way. Like, listen, I get it, man. I don't have to kill Fred, though, to understand that we got to work together. All right? But if that's what we got to do, Fred, you're fucked.
There are other ways to make it to
you gotta
starting.
Kill, they got to kill the weakest one.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, maybe we'll be stronger if we get rid of the weakest link.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get that.
Like, here's this fat kid. We're going to use him and then use his blubber for lamp oil.
Well, back in the Roman times, they're like, look, let's use him for warming fire. Like, just throw him on the fire, man. It's cold. That'll light at least 2 nights. That guy's fatness. Thank you for that clarification, Beast of Metal. Now I'm gonna be like, yo, they got decimated, yo. And then in my mind, I'm thinking
I've used decimated before, but I didn't realize it was like that. But it's like, that's even better now because it's decimation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes me want to use the board more.
It does. I was telling people not to use it, reduction of 1/10. I thought it was like a tax thing, like a tax write-off. Like, we're gonna reduce your top line income by 10%. And that doesn't sound awful. But decimating someone, 9 dudes just tearing someone limb to limb. I wonder if they had to, like, if it was firing squad or it's Rome, so they probably had to, like, spear them, I don't know.
Spear them or stone.
What if he had to do it by hands? Like, that, they're like, some guys are real hard asses with the decimation thing. It's like, look, you guys figure it out. All I know is there's 10 of you, and when I get back, there better be 9 of you. Fuck that.
Or else you're all dead. All of y'all dead.
James Amadei, Georgia, LSU, or Florida? Who makes the college football playoff? I like Georgia. Well, no. Yeah, I like Georgia because all they have to do is they control their destiny more so than LSU does. But does LSU play Alabama this year? LSU schedule. I don't know. Yeah, they play them on 11-3. Oh. See, but the thing is, if LSU beats Alabama, they're going to the SEC championship game, and then they have to beat Georgia. So Georgia, even though, wait a minute, did LSU beat Georgia though? Yes. So then Georgia could beat LSU. Yeah, Georgia can still get to the college playoff just by beating LSU. So I think Georgia has the best chance because they will see them again, but they need to root for LSU to beat Alabama. It's going to be complicated, man. It's going to be complicated, but I think Georgia still gets into the college football playoff. William Weiss for $1.99. What with the Blackhawks not winning in regulation? So they've played a bunch of overtime games. Blackhawks schedule. What have they been doing? The Blackhawks are old, man. Blackhawks, they got old.
They're like really, I like have a couple like young guys, but mostly it's just like the old core. They never bothered to really go away from.
Do they still have
and a bunch of random European players that they hope pan out?
Yeah, they have what, DeBrincat or whatever. Is he decent?
Yep, DeBrincat, Schmaltz. And they're hoping they can just find the next Panarin out of nowhere.
That sounds like a Yiddish word. I just stepped in some schmaltz. Right there.
May the schmaltz be with you.
May the schmaltz be with you. All right. Yeah, all these games are in overtime here. The Black. It's so early in the football season, though. I mean, the hockey season.
Oh, I mean, it's little under halfway through the football season.
Yeah, sorry, I meant hockey. All right, look at this. The Blackhawks. I like this little nugget right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 consecutive overtime games. Wow, that's interesting. I should do a video on that. No, not yet. Not yet. I want to do a video on Chris Davis though. How bad he was this year. He was terrible. But nobody watches the MLB videos. You guys need to watch the MLB videos.
MLB is like weird because like once in a while you get one that really hits, but most of the time it's like,
Yeah.
I like doing MLB videos. The problem is it just like doesn't take off. And the issue I had with like doing the sports ball thing, like the narratives changed so quickly because like it kept changing every day that it was hard to keep up.
Yeah. Like, didn't you try to do like a trade deadline sports ball?
I did like a monthly one, like because it was like there were times where it's like I wouldn't be able to get to it for a couple days. I'd write the script and then I'd do it like a couple days later, and then they like win a series, like oh shit, and now it changed, and it's like.
Yeah, I love the MLB, but there's really the audience just isn't there. Name one huge MLB guy.
I mean, there's Dawson Wright, but like that's the only one I can really think of.
Yeah, he's at 40,000 subs or something like that. Like,
yeah,
you know, he's good though. He's good. He's like the Mike Korzemba of MLB, but the audience just isn't there. It's just
MLB doesn't really have a young audience that doesn't really watch YouTube.
Right. What you need to do is just put LeVar Ball and LeBron James in a thumbnail, and you'll have 700,000 subs.
Oh yeah, you can just do like a slideshow of LeBron James. You'll get like 100,000 views. Or you do like a high-end video on like why about the opener, or maybe like reduced pitch counts, or like the changes in rules, and only get like 20,000 views.
Yeah, I know. And the MLB videos take a lot of research, man. Though I did that.
The only good thing is though they're very streamlined. So once you get like the video, it's just like plugging.
Yeah, they're easy to write though.
Hold on, that might be a home run.
What?
It's off the wall. Never mind.
What's the score?
My bad.
My bad.
Benintendi.
Dodger of Zion, which is just the ruler, is like Clayton Kershaw on top of Mount Zion. Can my game?
That is a majestic sight.
Yes. Clayton Kershaw in a robe on top of Mount Zion. Just I would pitch and give up 6 runs in the postseason. Can my Gamecocks...
Thou shalt not be clutch.
Yeah. Can my Gamecocks pick up the rest of this season? Boy, the Gamecocks haven't been good at football since Steve Spurrier left. I don't know. Let's look at game. That's really esoteric, by the way, that you would ask about the Gamecocks.
Since they were the pre-Gamecocks.
Cocks.
Cocks. They're the cocks.
Goddamn cocks.
Gamecocks.
Oh.
That's like a name where it's just, let's think of whatever. Let's have a team called the Wet Pussies, and we'll just make them that. Except now.
No, what is like? Yeah, it's like what is like in your guys' opinion? What's the worst like name for a team that you've ever heard of?
The Canucks, for sure. I think that's hilarious and funny at the same. Like Canuck is like a derogatory term for a Canadian, and people just walk around.
Wow.
Like,
I don't know. Maybe the chocolate starfish.
Yeah. But no, I mean, maybe for like minor league teams. Are you saying like I can?
Oh, they're like some really fucked up names. And like probably the worst one I've always heard of was the Axarben Knights.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, wow.
My favorite one of all time.
That one was like, okay, what are you doing?
Oh, we have one of the colleges around where I live. Their mascot's name, their name of their team is the Gooey Ducks.
Is that the Evergreen State?
Yeah.
I thought it was Geoducks.
Yeah, Gooey Ducks.
That's what they call them. So my sister went to Evergreen State for a year. My sister was this flaming hippie right out of high school.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that sounds like the demographic to go there.
Yeah, well, she came back like a Republican. Like she was so mad at Evergreen. So first of all, for those listening, the Evergreen State has no grades. Like you just get an evaluation, and you don't know whether you got a fucking A or not. And at the end of the 4 years, they just give you a degree from Evergreen State, and then you take it to go get hired at some like law firm or whatever, and they're like, "Yeah, fuck off," right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Right? Like, oh, you went to Evergreen State? Well, shouldn't you be in a field somewhere, fucking singing Kumbaya and taking high quality acid right now? You do not need a job. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. So at Evergreen State, they had a free box, which you could just take stuff and like you could leave it there. It was basically like the too good to throw away junk, and someone set the free box on fire. And
oh my god,
that to me is the ultimate statement of how socialism works, is that someone just burned down the free box eventually. Sorry about that. That's a little close to home of the Pacific Northwest. Right there. Mr. Mephisto. Okay, NBA. The Knicks are apparently good this season with 49 points in the second quarter versus Atlanta. Wow, Mephisto's showing his range here.
Well, it's Atlanta. Atlanta is like deliberately tanking. Like they fucking suck.
Yeah.
That's why the Knicks have 49 points.
Is Porzingis even healthy?
No.
No.
He's not going to be back till I think December, January.
So I think he should not come back until Kevin Durant is a Knick. That's when...
No, he just couldn't come back until Porzingis is out of that goddamn organization, or if James Dolan sells the team.
Someday someone could come to New York and want to save that franchise. I don't think so. I think if Durant comes and visits and he has a meeting with Dolan and Dolan just starts talking about how great he is, like.
He's going to give him like a copy of his. He's going to run for the fucking.
Right.
Hey,
right.
man, I love your backpacks, man. I love your backpacks. Your backpacks are the best backpacks.
That's right.
You better find a church, Mr. Dolan, because you ain't getting any love from Knicks fans.
No, it's terrible.
That was the name of his song, I think. It's like he had a bunch of like professional musicians, and it's just like this James Dolan.
All right.
Just in like, like a Trilby hat. Just looks punchable as hell.
Who's worse?
Dolan.
Who's worse, though? James Dolan's band or Le'Veon Bell rapping?
Oh. I probably have to say Le'Veon Bell because at least James Dolan hired professionals. Like Le'Veon is just like a beat and just hit.
Yeah, and that's what he's doing while he's holding out. What the hell? Come on.
No, what his thing is, he's like chilling in Miami on a jet ski.
Yeah.
And just releasing an EP. That's what he's really doing.
Oh,
he was supposed to be back this week. He's like, yeah, I'm going to be back in week 7. I was like, nobody's heard from him. It's like, apparently, he's not even going to be back. So it's like, I might be back, might not. And then if he does come back, he's going to immediately bitch that he doesn't get the ball.
Right. He's just like, he caused the problem, and then doesn't want to be the solution. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
whatever, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Le'Veon.
Isn't his pre-tax income? Oh, go ahead.
Well, I mean, like, look at what Antonio. Like, they gave him that much money, and now he's having a fucking issue with like chucking furniture out of a 14th floor balcony and nearly hitting a goddamn toddler.
Yeah, it's apparently on video.
Reckless at best.
That's right. Good
the toddler shouldn't have been standing there.
That's right. If I'm gonna chuck my furniture,
he should have. Those guys shouldn't have stolen $80,000 in the gun.
That's right.
Yeah. The security should have been there and shit.
What the heck?
Mm-hmm. What kind of place do we live where we can't throw furniture out and not hit a baby?
Yeah, I want to throw furniture out of a 14th floor balcony. I'll throw a few faces out.
Dude.
Yeah, that's right. That'd get all my anger out.
Yeah, that's how I got rid of like some furniture. Like in the beginning, like I just chucked it out of 14th floor balcony. They do that shit in New York all the time.
Yeah, well, in New York, you're expecting it. If you get hit by furniture in New York, that's your fault. You should know.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking shit's coming down. All right. They have furniture umbrellas in New York. You can just walk around with. You can get one on one of those little Chinese joints where you can buy every music ever made. You can get a furniture umbrella, but apparently not in AB's town. Down in where was he? Miami, Florida, or something. Just they're not equipped for furniture tossing down there. Babies.
What are you talking about? They got sand everywhere. Should be perfect. Just lands in the sand.
All right, Klosky. That sounds like a Polish name right there. Will the Dodgers become the Bills of the MLB and lose 4 straight World Series? Who will make it out of the Metro? Can the Leafs win the Cup? Thoughts on Joe Buck? All right, Dodgers. No, they're gonna win a World Series here, probably this year. If they can go through the Brewers, they're gonna win the fucking World Series. God damn it! And I really like the Brewers, but Ryan Braun's on them, and he's a piece of shit. Who will?
FYI, Boston just scored another run, 3-1.
Wow, and they'll probably take a 3-1 lead if they win tonight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Boston.
Well, they're up 3-1. Yeah.
No, they're up 2-1. So if they win tonight, it would be 3-1, I think.
Mm-hmm. And and then my World Series prediction will die.
Who? Astros, Brewers.
Yeah.
You had Astros, Brewers.
They were looking good in the first round.
They were. Brewers were looking good.
Like, damn it.
I don't know who'll make it out of the Metro. Probably the Caps. Look really good. Can the Leafs win the Cup? Yes. Thoughts on Joe Buck?
The Toronto Maple Leafs.
Joe Buck gets a lot of shit, but do you know how hard it is to be a broadcaster? It's really fucking hard.
The issue with Joe Buck is that he just doesn't really have any enthusiasm. I think that's what people are pissed off about.
What a catch. What a throw.
Oh, yeah.
What a catch. What a throw.
Like, I think that's what people are pissed about. It's like, you look at some old highlights of him, it's just like, and there's a drive to deep center, it's gone. It's just like... Okay.
He just repeats the same person's name over and over again.
Well, he says
we
good.
will see you tomorrow night.
Yes, we will see you.
You're like between him and Matt Vasgersian. It's like a difference between like a guy on morphine and a guy on Adderall.
True. Yeah. Or Gus Johnson. Gus Johnson, man. Sounds like he's ready to just, fight anyone. There's a seam! That's right. But Joe Buck says...
You've got me in line! What's your problem?
Yeah, that's Gus Johnson, for sure.
That's right.
Joe Buck, next time you watch a broadcast, drink every time he says good. Good play. Good pickup of the first down. Good pass. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, good luck.
You'll be dead.
Good luck.
Your liver will get decimated. 9 cells will pick one cell to
That's
kill.
a new meaning to hashtag do damage.
Do damage.
Your liver's dead.
Yes. Tree, are you going to do from Anime Holic Tops, are you going to do a monthly sports ball for NHL? Are you going to do that?
I might do one like on occasion. Something I might think about, but at the same time, it depends on how like everything pans out. Like there's a lot of shit I want to get through.
I haven't had really any good NHL ideas lately. It's been tough, man.
NHL ideas, it depends. I need the season to really like kick into high gear. Most of my ideas have been like football and baseball.
Yeah. But who would you do a legacy of failure on? Like the Leafs are going to be good. Maybe Detroit?
Maple Leafs they've been on my bucket list for a while.
Yeah.
But it's not a legacy, it's a half century.
That's true. They've been
Can't really
bad.
say it's a legacy because they've won cups.
You do
so
that
technically
video.
It is a legacy, but like like, you know, there's the Canucks.
You realize if you do
that one
Leafs...
I've heard about. Then a bunch of them that are just like still like waiting.
Yeah.
Like you might have to revisit the Senators if they go to shit.
Oh, dude. Their dumpster fire keeps burning hotter and hotter.
Oh, yeah. Brady can shut down for the month now.
Oh, my goodness. Dude, the thing is, you do a Leafs video, they're going to win the cup.
Well, I'm using that more as historical reference, if anything. Like, okay, this might be over for you, but if you don't win a cup in the next 10 years, you should just delete your franchise. Fuck you.
Yeah, their window's open now. But Nylander, what's his name? The GM is flying out to go see Nylander in Sweden or whatever it is. Something like that. William Weiss, Chicago Dogs minor league baseball team. That's a good name. My favorite.
That's an interesting one. I like that one.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Chicago Dogs. The best one ever, though, they're in Macon, Georgia, were the Macon Whoopee. That was,
that's perfect.
Yeah.
Whoopee.
The Macon Whoopee.
Whoopee.
And then their mascot was a giant foam vagina. And it would just...
I was thinking it was going to be like Whoopi Goldberg. Like, just like the mascot.
A really super racist and blackface Whoopi Goldberg. Like, yeah.
No, it should be nude Whoopi Goldberg, which would probably look like EDP.
Oh, God. No. Whoopi Goldberg was a very handsome man.
Holy shit. That's good.
But no, man, I thought, you know what?
Apparently, like Neil Patrick Harris said, like Whoopi Goldberg promised sex to him when he was older. I heard that.
That's what probably
and it's like, yeah, I think I know why Neil Harris is gay.
Right. Was this when he was Doogie Howser and shit?
Yep. Boy, genius doctor. It's like he couldn't cure Whoopi Goldberg.
He couldn't cure. Tell me how to quit you. All right. There's a high school. Don't Feed Phil. What's up, Don't Feed Phil? There's a high school in the Florida Keys, and their team name is the Conch. Ooh. I wish they would have one named the Salty Clam, or the Bearded Clams, or the Pink Tacos.
If the Bengals want to be ironic, they should just rename themselves the Bow Ties or the Chili.
Ooh.
It just shit.
I think the Bengals should rename themselves the Browns, so you could have two teams called the Browns in the AFC North.
No, then Cleveland would just call themselves the Steamers.
Yeah, that would be awesome if they were the Cleveland Steamers.
Yeah.
Yes. We're accumulating these super chats here.
Lots of super chats.
Guy
That's what we've been doing for like 20 minutes, just talking about super chats.
Beast
Nothing
of
of
Metal.
mine.
Sorry, are we done? We done? Dead air. All right. Beast of Metal. Guy Boucher is the king of 1-3-1ing players into the ground so Melnick can ship them off for pocket change. I agree. 1-3-1 is just terrible.
The 1-3-1, it's like good for short stints, but then people get exhausted because it requires like maximum effort.
Well,
because you have one guy like roving, and then you have like a very like deep window. You have to have speed. You have to have like awareness, and it has to have a blazingly quick counterattack. So it requires everybody on their toes. There's no room for error.
And you need a guy like Eric Carlson to do it, not whoever they have, Method or whoever's in the back.
Max LaJoie.
Yeah. And the other thing with a 1-3-1 is, yeah, it works if you're playing, if the game is tied or if you have a lead. Works really good. If you're down at all with a 1-3-1 and you're playing back, like the 1-3-1 is going to kill yourself to death, basically. It's
because like the other team's going to sit back and try and turtle.
Right. If they get a lead, they can just sit back and if you're running the 1-3-1, it's like, oh, why skate into the trap?
I hate when teams do that, but I get why.
Right.
You know, they sit back and just like, I'll just let the team come to us and preserve. It's like, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but at the same time, it's if you want to win, you know, you can just run back into your zone. Just take it out to neutral, run back. Take it out to neutral, run back. Yeah, it's pretty boring hockey. Fuck you, Guy Boucher, and your fucking 1-3-1. All right, anime holic tops. Joe Buck is still better than Now Here's a Guy. Yes. No, you know who's the worst? Is Booger fucking McFarland. He's walking around in a rascal.
Booger, goddamn.
He's patrolling the sidelines in a rascal fucking scooter with a TV on the back of it and his little command center, like he's fucking, you know, got a kill streak reward in Call of Duty, fucking saying nonsense out of his fucking mouth all night. He's like, now here, you know, this guy here, if you want to catch him out on the flat, you got to catch the ball, you know what I'm saying? And then you got to tuck it and then run up the field. Can't run up the field without the ball. Back to you.
Like, I mean, we've been waiting for another John Madden for a while now. I think we got one now, so we're good.
Dude. John Madden
was. Well, everyone hates that ESPN color crew.
They're terrible.
Like, they think Jason Witten, like, can't commentate at all.
Right. He said he pulled
Jason Witten's trying to beat Tony Romo.
Yeah, he said he pulled a rabbit out of his head. I was like, usually you just don't put it there.
And then they say like something was like far left leaning and everyone thought it was political.
Yeah. I think Jason Witten, when he lost his helmet and he was running in the open field, took like too many direct hits to the head.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What happened? I mean, balls out. Yeah, but yeah, him and Tony Romo should do a broadcast where they just talk football, like talk about their lives as football players, you know? And
they should do it with a really bad matchup, you know, like Denver, Arizona. Just be like, yeah, we're just going to talk. And there's like a football game in the background. Like,
right.
Okay.
Remember that time you finger banged Jessica Simpson while we were in Cabo? You know? And I heated a
what's Jessica doing anyway? Like, I can predict she's probably in a Los Angeles home with 3 kids.
Yeah. She hit a wall, man. She was prime.
She was smoking back in the day.
Oh, my gosh. Her and Dukes of Hazzard? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
their dad was kind of batshit, and her sister had no talent. But
right. Ashley Simpson though had a #1 song, whatever it was. It was some shit.
Well, it's because you can get anything #1 if you pay enough money.
That's true. Joe Simpson he dished out the payola.
Yep, exactly. That's how radio works, man. Don't need talent. You just gotta have money.
That's right. I don't have either. So, David Benjamin, $2. Did the Astros cheat in the ALDS?
They're MLB saying no, but that's probably to cover their ass.
Yeah. Oh, with the pine tar and shit? Is that what he's talking about?
No, I think they were like stealing signals.
Oh, stealing signals part of the game, man.
Yeah. Don't make your signals so obvious.
Right. Don't use the same shit. You got to use the.
It would make something like if the Astros cheat and they try to lose. Oh, there's a home run.
Oh, what's the score
3-2?
Now? Who hit it? Who hit the home run? There's goddamn internet calls. Goddamn Discord.
There's dead air with
dead air.
Another compelling segment of
that's the
dumpster.
Yeah, that's the second host is dead air of the show. He's always there.
Always.
$2 from James Amadei. Garth Brooks at Notre Dame in the rain. Thoughts?
It sounds like a country song right there.
Yeah.
I know, that's what I thought it was.
Garth Brooks at Notre Dame in the rain. Like
blame it all on my
just to put like a little banjo in the background, pretend it's country, and it's like the rest is just like modern, bro.
Dude, I tell you. All right, there's few songs that get the club hype, like, you know, House of Pain, Jump Around, you know, is one of them.
Yeah.
But
Jump Around.
You want to see some country folk go nuts? You throw that fucking Friends in Low Places at any situation.
You never even called me by my name. That song will get them crazy.
Yeah, that too. But,
David Allen Coe.
Oh, David Allen. You listen to David Allen Coe. Had no idea you were a racist, by the way. That's
I got the Confederate
2018.
flag in the basement.
That's 2018. Is you can be accused of a racist because you liked a tweet by someone who once.
Oh yeah, like
listened
like
to
I
racist
said,
stuff.
like rap lyrics in 2011.
Right.
Unless you were lyrics.
What's ironic is Hollywood has been has used history as like their racist cover for years.
Oh yeah, like I mean, back in the 50s, like they get called communists, and now you get called a racist. Like it's the same damn thing. It's a witch hunt.
You can be
I
racist.
mean, there are legitimate racists out there. Don't get me wrong, but now it's just like ridiculous.
But you can be racist in 2018. You just have to do a period piece.
Like I've had some old videos in 2011. Somebody finds it. It's like, oh, you're a racist. Like, no, I thought I was trying to be funny, but fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
What? Because you said the word faggot? Is that it?
Well, that, and there was one I did. There was this guy named Noah Antweiler. He was called the Spoonie Experiment. I did one called the Nazi Experiment.
Oh.
And now everyone thinks like, oh, you're racist. It's like, nah, it was just trying to be funny. Oh, back to back.
Well,
bye. Game time.
You might want to delete that shit. YouTube has been on a little bit of a witch hunt lately. So.
Oh, I thought it was Todd. Sorry.
No. EDP got deleted. So Fly Latore sent
EDP got deleted because he was trying to wipe his ass. Like
well,
on
yeah.
TV.
I was like, this is definitely a violation of terms, but I don't understand why they can't just take the video down. They got to delete his whole fucking channel.
He must have had a couple other strikes. It's the only thing I can think of.
It's true.
We see you trying to wipe your ass too much on here. We're going to have to shut you down.
Listen, when you
put on your bare ass, it doesn't matter. Like it's probably like some mother of a 12-year-old kid. It's like, whatever.
Yeah. Well, they must have a bare ass quota. Like they're like, look, we have in YouTube's TOS that you can only do 3 bare ass videos, and you went past it. You blew through that stop sign.
Yeah, his one when the Cowboys lost to the Packers, and then there was probably another one. And
dude, that dude does not give a fuck. He puts faggot in the title. He's like, these mother effing faggot Eagles. I'm like, you can't do that, right?
No fear.
Yeah, it's like you realize they won a Super Bowl 8 months ago, right?
Right. But it's 2018. You just can't type openly the word faggot. Like, just be like, hey, you guys are a bunch of faggots. You cannot say that now. I mean, I'm saying that
in the current year.
Right.
Like, soon enough, like.
And I'm saying
it
anecdotally.
Or
YouTube.
bully.
Right.
Right, how it's going to go.
Uh-huh. I'm using it as an example. Please don't delete this channel. I might. I promise not to rub my ass.
Be considered offensive to all like dumpsters out there.
Right.
So be careful, man.
I like this one. Anime Holic Cops. Tree,
Hmm.
can you imagine the torture that was listening to Skip Bayless this Monday after the Cowboys blew out the Jaguars? I don't listen.
Dude, that is his spank bank material. That's what that is.
Oh yeah, Dak Prescott going off. On
like he's secretly envious that it was Conor McGregor instead of him next to Jerry.
Yeah, he was.
That's what he was thinking.
He watched all of our vlogs from Dallas and was like, "Oh my gosh, those guys got to live the life."
All the kids saying.
If only Tim Tebow was a Dallas Cowboy, Skip Bayless's life would be complete.
Oh my God, he'd be dying.
Tim Tebow and Johnny Manziel.
Yes, he would make a shrine. He would make a wax statue of Tim Tebow in a Dallas Cowboys jersey, and maybe actually what he would do is he would buy a real doll. I think he has this, by the way. He'd buy a real doll, equip it with Tim Tebow's face, and put a Cowboys Tebow jersey that he got on NFLshop.com, and he makes love to that thing every night. That's what Skip Bayless does. Mm-hmm.
That's right.
That's what he does. Let's see if there's any topics. We did an hour. We're about here at an hour of time. We covered everything, man. We covered baseball. We talked a little hockey. We didn't talk NBA because
they're fucked. I mean, we could talk a little bit with the Atlanta game, X. Literally all it is just you're fucked. That's really about it.
Well, one topic I do want to talk about.
I do a hater's guide to the NBA. It's very low. It'll probably be like low effort as fuck, and everyone will be just like, no, you don't give enough credit to the NBA. It's because,
dude,
I don't care. Like, it's very low priority right now.
Do you know what comes with doing a video on the NBA? Views. cheap hand job views, and it works like every time.
Well, it got reacted to by Troy Dan. So
speaking of deletions, that also happened too. So Troy Dan Reacts channel got deleted over the yeah.
Dang, they're going down like flies.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yeah. I don't know, dude.
What will we do without the precious reaction channels?
My sphincter.
Will we do?
Right. Well, my sphincter
There's a
tightened.
backbone.
YouTube can get rid of you like.
Oh yeah, like it can just like end me. Like it will probably end me like eventually.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, NFL, we don't like him. Get rid of it. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Well, they're taking their cock like 9 inches deep in their ass.
Well, as long as you don't.
YouTube only cares about corporations and 5-year-olds.
Here's a couple last Snapchats and then we'll wrap it up. This was fun, by the way. Beast of Metal 1980. Man, Beast of Metal was all over this one. Best to worst of ESPN, FS1, NBC South Network, and CBS. Okay, so worst. I like this. This is like a ranking of these. Worst is CBS South Network. All CBS networks. So get this. If you have streaming TV, CBS thinks that you're going to pay $9 a month for their live broadcast. Like, I'm like,
good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
no shit.
Who wants to pay as much as they do for Netflix for CBS's shit content to watch, what is it, The Big Bang Theory's last season? Yeah, okay. Have you heard of what Amazon Fire Stick and Jailbreak?
I'm surprised people even like The Big Bang Theory. It's just bland as all hell.
Yeah.
I can't stand that show, man.
Yeah,
I never even liked it. I watched the first episode and it was just so bad.
I have a good friend whose brother is a writer.
Nerds. That's really about it.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to say FS1 is near the bottom. NBC South is good. I like their hockey coverage. And then I guess out of that group, ESPN is the best because they have content like that you can watch, like basketball and football. But I would say as a broadcast team, they have the worst. Every talking head at ESPN I cannot stand. But they do.
Well, FS1's just poor man's ESPN. They just got like the rejects. And like the people that like are abrasive just for ratings. Like you got Colin Coward, Jason Whitlock, Shannon Sharp, Skip Bayless.
Yeah.
You just got their rejects.
Right. Well, Jason Whitlock to me.
Sloppy seconds.
You know what bothers me about him is not his political views. It's him. Every show he does, he's like coming up at the bottom of the hour. Like he's always teasing shit out and he never gets to it. He's just like, and at the bottom of the hour, we're going to talk about this. I'm like, would you just talk about the shit?
Whitlock, the only thing you're getting to the bottom of is a Ponderosa buffet. Let's just get it right. Nothing against fat jokes, man. Trust me, I'm a lard ass myself.
Hey, speaking of that, Big Rye, you're down some pounds, right? You're on your way. Is that true?
Man? I'm down like 35 pounds in a month.
Wow.
Nice. Congrats, brother.
Hey, thanks, man.
Good
and
shit.
At my heaviest, I was like 80 pounds heavier than this. So
Wow.
I'm like, I'm finally like I'm at 299, which is the lowest I've been since I was in my early 20s, probably like 21 years old. And I'm 28 now, so.
I'm happy for you, man. I've been in that situation before. Trust me, it's a journey. Wish you the best of luck on that, brother.
Dude, absolutely, man. I'm not stopping now.
So, I agree with that, dude.
I'm thinking
it took me 5 years to lose the weight, but
I know a quick way. I know a quick way to lose 50 pounds, man. Amputation.
Well, amputation or just like massive diarrhea. That might help too.
It's time to go get some curry.
I'm going to introduce you to my friend, Mr. Pukey. Okay, you're going to put him in your... He's going to puke all that food up. It's all good.
That's what you do. You just become a bulimic, but reverse bulimic.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, this one I'm going to have to read very fast because it could get our channel banned. The Knicker Man. UrinatingTree.
Hey, at least you said it safe.
Yes. Do you know Medicare? I think someone asked you this last week. Right? Tree.
Mm-hmm. Like, regarding that, like, I mean, I know of him. Like, I don't know him.
Oh, okay.
Like, we've crossed paths a few times. Like, we've had mutual friends in, like, the same circle. But I've never, like, talked with the guy.
Wow. Well, that brings us full circle. So, Rye, who I've known for a long time, was one of the
Man, we
first.
go back.
Yeah, we started out making Madden videos back in the day. We had the D&D gaming crew.
Dude. That was like, it was 2013.
Oh, the game's tied.
Oh, the Astros tied it up. Yeah, man, that was a blast. Remember when people would somebody would steal somebody else's offense and it would cause like World War III? It's like, you're using my offense. Like, fuck
Oh
you.
my God. It's just like I remember that man. And that shit was just like hilarious just to see.
That's my
ape
blitz.
shit.
Right. There was such fucking shitheads in that, and there's a whole bunch of kids that were making ebooks and selling them and shit. I'm so glad that that's not what I do. But
I know. I don't even hear much about that stuff anymore. I feel like maybe it's starting to like go away, but maybe it's just I'm avoiding it more.
Yeah, all the Madden content I see now is like rebuilds and franchise mode and shit. And like, I don't know why. I guess it's compelling. I don't watch that shit, but you know, it always comes down to the person creating the content. You know, whether they can make it interesting and edit that shit. But yeah, man. So thanks for coming on, Big Rye. I really appreciate it. Keep losing the weight for sure.
Oh yeah, man. Gonna keep the updates coming on Twitter, man. That's my goal.
Yep. And then if I ever end up hanging out with you and 8 other guys, I'm gonna fucking definitely, maybe bring a baseball bat or something. Ain't nobody fucking taking me down. No one's decimating my shit. I'll tell you that.
Hey, don't worry. I'll protect you, man. It's all good.
All right. Yeah.
We're good to go.
Yep. I'll use you guys. Tree, any final thoughts for tonight?
No, sir.
No plugs? Nothing in that regard? All right. SeatGeek codes? Anything? Oh, I got a new sponsor. My bookie.
What?
Yeah. New sponsor.
Should be.
Damn. I'm making your way up. Damn.
I'm doing every NBA's worst blowout loss, and my bookie is sponsoring that. I was very pleased with the data that I got.
There you go.
The best this isn't the most one. I'll tease it out a little bit. The best one is the Cavs lost to the Lakers in 2011, 112-57.
Jeez.
Man.
Ooh.
No Cavaliers.
Prime Kobe versus like the LeBron after LeBron left.
The guy's name, I can't even remember it. Hold on. The guy's name that played that was the worst for the Cavs. No player had more than 8 points for the Cavs. And the guy's name was Samad. What was his fucking name? Hold on. I'm looking up my script here. 59 points. There was another juicy one. The Hornets lost on their home court in an elimination game by 58 points. That was pretty sweet too. What was this motherfucker's name? Oh, Samardo Samuels. He went 1 for 12 from the field and scored 3 points in 32 minutes. I'm sorry. I love seeing teams get the shit kicked out of them. I don't know why. It's just great. It's wonderful. All right.
Now, is that only the NBA?
Yeah. So I did a video on the NFL of the largest blowouts. That was fun, and that one took off. So I'm doing it for just the NBA. I'll do the NHL and MLB. Anytime I get something that works,
nice.
I extend it to each sport, so that to create a series.
Oh yeah.
I don't have any original.
Good.
Yeah, I don't have any original ideas. I just take one idea and multiply it. That's all I want.
That's all you need, man. Just one little seed and it'll grow into like a huge freaking thing.
Yeah, that's what happened basically. My whole angle is cruelty. I hate everything. All right, I'm going to wrap it up. Let's go ahead and sign off on 5 Points Vids. Thank you, everyone, for coming out tonight. Thank you, White Mephisto, for buying my kids' braces. Appreciate it with that $20 Snapchat. And I'm 5 Points Vids, and you made it to the end of this fucking stream.